We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Happy Independence Month and good morning, Barbados. Good to have you in company for another presentation on this Thursday, November 7th. It's good that you woke up this early to be able to welcome the new day in with us. I'm Tisha Hines. I'll be here with you until 8 o'clock this morning, of course, with the team. They all helped to make it possible. But we are truly excited to be celebrating year 58 for our independence and year number 3 as a republic, as we get ready this weekend for the Remembrance Day Parade and, of course, everything else that comes during this month. So we wanted to start by talking to you about a church that's looking to make a difference in this month of November, which is a month usually used to celebrate men and all they do. Across the world is known as International Men's Month. So the Bridgetown Church of Christ is presenting something called It Starts With Us. And joining us to talk about it a little bit more is Dwayne Bly, who's pastor of the Bridgetown Church of Christ. Good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having us here.
Wonderful to have you here with us. And he's brought along Liam Marshall, who's a member of the youth ministry at the church. Good morning, Liam.
That is correct. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Before we get into this initiative, let's talk about the month itself and what kind of placed it in you to get into the community, particularly targeting men
for sure
in this way.
Yeah, I'm sure just like everyone else, we too are troubled by just this increase we see in violence amongst the youth, especially amongst young men in society. And so for us as a church, we really have a strong conviction that we want to help men. We want to help all people of all generations, but particularly men when it comes to dealing with things like anger, apathy, unforgiveness, bitterness, hurts, and things of that sort that can plague their conscience and plague their lives. And so this initiative starts with the idea of just knowing that as men, we're the leaders of the society, and it's important for us to really deal with some of these issues that are plaguing us. And so hence why we're having this event.
All right, now the event is called It Starts With Us.
Correct.
So Liam, when you first heard about it, what was your thinking, particularly as a young man?
When Dwayne first brought the idea to me, I was very encouraged because as a young man, I actually see all the bad things that people my age go through, like me, myself, I went through my parents' separation and I wasn't really being open and honest and vulnerable about the emotions and the things I went through, and going through peer pressure at secondary school, and just learning how to be open, honest, and vulnerable with my feelings. So when Dwayne first brought the idea to me, it really opened my eyes, and a lot of people my age aren't being, vulnerable, and they keep a lot of things inside, which isn't healthy. And we also want to promote men's mental health as well, because I feel like isn't talked about, it's not something that's at the forefront of issues in today's society. So, yeah.
So let's delve into It's All About Us. It starts with us a little bit more. What shape will this take?
So what we're doing is we've connected with different leaders in the community who actually are involved with helping the youth in some way, shape, or form. And what we're doing is we're bringing in many of these men along with just other people in society that we know want to make a difference. And so we're meeting together, and the idea is that we're going to have a panel discussion. And this panel discussion will be an opportunity for, first of all, for these men to be able to help educate us and make us aware of what are some of the issues that are plaguing young men in our society. And then also to learn about some of the initiatives that they have been doing in order to combat some of these struggles and some of these issues. But then ultimately, we want to talk about the power of the gospel to transform men's lives, to be able to produce in them love, joy, peace, patience, all those fruits of the Spirit. And the goal is by the end of it that everyone can take a look inside and look within and to see how it is that they can all decide to make a difference. Hence the name, It All Starts With Us, so that ultimately we want people to come away feeling like I can make some kind of impact and that they're stirred in the right direction to do so.
Now I understand the first part of the panel is going to be an all men's affair.
Correct.
So why do you feel it was necessary to gather the men of sorts so they're all there at the start of this very important discussion?
Yes, because there's a lot of synergy that happens when men get together and men are able to talk. There's so many times where one idea feeds into another idea, and ultimately we all are kind of speaking the same language. We all recognize that we're not alone and that we all have ideas, and it just brings hope, I think, when we all get together with a like-mindedness to be able to talk about these issues. So that's
that question was a merely superficial question, because for women, I think from our perspective, we are expected to kind of pack up a whole lot more, as in, groups and girls' trips and having your girlfriends over, this and that. But men and boys don't often get that beyond a certain age, outside of some of the negative influences. So for you, how do you think, as a young man, what difference do you think this will make in being able to engage with men, maybe boys older than you are, some younger than you are, and certainly boys of your age, young men of your age?
I want to reach out to them, and I want them to see that, it's okay to be open and honest and vulnerable about, the feelings and the things that you go through. You don't necessarily have to hold it inside, because I want to be an example. I want to set the standard and the precedence that you don't have to, do all these negative things to get attention or some kind of reaction. You can just express yourself in a very healthy way with God, of course. And God has just been, He's made me into the young man that I am today. And I want other people my age and a little older than me to see that, and to be able to express and be open and honest and vulnerable with the emotions and some of these struggles that we go through. I'm trying to be a man of integrity and purity, and I want to, go out and show people that, it's okay, and we can all be like-minded individuals, and we can have this oneness,
How do you think going into the community with, as a church, with the Word of God and presenting it, can change things at this stage? We're seeing a lot more faith-based organizations, a lot more spiritual groups, a lot more churches coming forward, particularly with the uptick in violence here in our society. And I myself think is needed, but I'm not too sure what the approach will be to be able to turn the tide. What are your thoughts?
Sure. And, I don't believe this event in itself will be just one silver bullet to deal with the problem as a whole. But I know even in the scriptures, we see that Jesus was all about relationships. And I think for us, even in our church, what we've always seen throughout our history is that when men meet with other men, inspire them, challenge them, encourage them, spur them on in many ways, you know, and pulling them to through exhortation and encouragement, we see that that's what it's all about. It's about relationships, and I think men can inspire other men. And so, as a church community, that's what we are all about. We're all about men be men. Same thing with the women. You know, we all get together. We really are a family, I believe, in our fellowship. But I believe it's because of the relationships we have. We're getting involved. We're talking about the things that people normally don't want to talk about. But we talk about with each other in a safe place and help each other overcome some things that couldn't be done in isolation. So I think that would help the community for sure to be able to be a part of something like that, where they can feel comfortable getting help.
I saw you nodding in agreement, and you said already that being involved with the church and the gospel and all of this kind of is shaping you into the young man that you are. Qualify that a little bit more for us. Tell us how it happened.
Well, it started by Dwayne reaching out to me, and he asked me if I want to study the Bible. And at first, I was a bit hesitant because, you know, it's Bible, you know. But like when Dwayne helped me get into the Word and really showed me what it means to be a man of God, a man of integrity and purity, it really opened my eyes, and I saw all the negative things that were happening in my life, all the different things I was going out to and all the things I was doing with my friends, and it just wasn't, it was a very worldly life, a life of sin, which I couldn't see at the time, but Dwayne helped me open my eyes with the Word.
All right, so when does this event come off, and how can people get involved?
So the event is going to be on Saturday, November 16th, and it's free. That's the good thing. It's a free event. It's going to be at Combermere School. And there are two parts of the event. It's really important to know. So the first part is going to be at 3 o'clock. That's going to be the panel discussion. It's men's only, where men come together to be able to kind of learn and become aware of some of the issues that are plaguing men, and also be able to ask some questions, things of that sort. That's all from 3 to 5. But then the second half of the event, which I'm really excited about, is a concert. There's going to be a concert involving some incredible talent. People like Winston Farrell, Praise Academy of Dance will be there, Keith Roy Christian, Jane Small. All of these people are offering their talents. And that part will be at 5:30, where we'll have a whole concert. And the concert, which is really great, is going to have a theme woven throughout the concert of hope the hope that exists amongst young men, that they can overcome discouragement and doubt. So that'll be the theme throughout the concert at 5:30, be from about 5:30 to 7. And that's open to all people. So the men's only one is just from 3 to 5, but then at 5:30, the doors open for everyone to come.
I know you're saying
children.
men's only, but is there an age range in terms of should men come out with their sons?
Absolutely. Yes. We want to encourage.
So men and boys?
Men and boys, for sure. Yeah, men and boys, for sure.
And what are you hoping will be the outcome of this concert, even if it isn't something grand? Next step, as in, you know, what do you hope comes of this initiative?
My hope is that we get a lot more men wanting to seek out God, wanting to, you know, just change their lives for the better. And I really want to, if not, I just want to inspire and just touch every male out there, and to just, again, be the example and set the precedent and be the standard of, you know, a young man seeking God.
All right, that's beautiful. So again, it's coming up November 16th.
Correct.
It's absolutely free.
Absolutely
3
free.
to 5, men and boys.
Correct.
Exclusively.
Yes.
And then after that, there's a concert.
There's a concert. And 5 o'clock, we are going to be, people could come at 5. We are going to be having food for sale there and kind of an intermission at 5 o'clock. So if people want to come, other than men and boys, they can come at 5 and get ready. But then the actual concert is planned to start around 5:30.
You know, this is tremendous. Dwayne Bly, pastor of the Bridgetown Church of Christ, and Liam Marshall, a member of the youth ministry of that church, telling us all about the upcoming initiative. It starts with us. I look forward to hearing how the initiative comes off, what you're able to accomplish.
Thank you.
And the next step in taking it into every Parish. Just a little thought.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
So thank you both for sharing with us.
Oh, thank you for having us.
All right, the time is quickly moving by. It's already 6:26. I'm moving ahead of myself. 6:26, but stay with us. We have a lot more coming up. We are going to be making some quick smoothies with Glucerna, making it healthy for you. That's coming up soon as well. We're reaching out and we're going to share some of what's been happening with the World Travel Market in London. That's all coming up. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So yesterday we had an opportunity to connect with Minister Ian Gooding-Edgell and the BTMI team, inclusive of the CEO, as well as the head of the BHTA, who are at the World Travel Market It's a big contingent from Barbados. They're really sharing Barbados with the world and encouraging the rest of the world to come to Barbados for all that we have to offer. Now, Damien Leach emphasized the significance of Barbados having a presence at the World Travel Market, and we wanted to share that with you.
So this one is a vegan dish, 100% plant-based. So this is roast breadfruit with curry lentils, pickled beets, and garlic aioli.
I think it's super important for Barbados to be here at WTM because we got to really push Barbados in everybody's face all the time, constantly. Whenever they think, where are we going for vacation, they're thinking Barbados. Remember when they came to WTM, you know, we had that breadfruit from Chef Damien. The Barbados buffet looked real sweet. The people was friendly. We need to go to Barbados. So our presence is important in something like this.
You ever had roast breadfruit before? You ever had breadfruit before?
When somebody tastes breadfruit, because the first thing I ask them is, you guys ever had breadfruit? And they say no. I say, well, you can try it today. And they love it. And I say, listen, if you love that here in London, you got kind of Barbados. Because when you kind of Barbados, it can taste way better in the sunshine. Out here cold, out here a little gloomy, but Barbados, we sweet, sweet, sweet. I just love when people come to Barbados and we can give them a special memory. That's the truth. That is the honest truth.
Hi guys, you want to try a sample today? This is roast. This is our vegan one.
We really got to put in that extra effort and say, look, why come to Barbados? But kind of Barbados for cultural experiences through food. So obviously I'm a chef, so that's my reason for you to come to Barbados. I mean, tourism is feeding our country. Tourism feeding me, right? I'm in a tourism field, right? I work in a restaurant. A lot of majority of people I know work in restaurants or Saudi because that's the people that I move with. And tourism is staying up. Locals, obviously my main focus is locals, but we need the tourism too to really beef up everything else.
No, the restaurant's in Barbados. So you got to fly to Barbados. You ever been? No? One day, it's a direct flight. Virgin and British.
I just finished Food and Rum. I've been telling people, listen, Food and Rum no finish, but you got to come next year. Food and Rum is special to me because, I mean, you got all these amazing chefs amidst all this on island, and for them to showcase their talent is truly awesome. And I love how they do the little liquid gold coin thing. And I understand that this year I may have won. Second year in a row. I don't want to be cocky, but I appreciate all the people that gave me a gold coin. It really made me feel special.
That one is the roast breadfruit. This one is a coconut ceviche. But because you had a breadfruit this morning, I can give you a little something from Barbados. It's a little.
To be a part of this, like promoting Barbados, like that's my home, right? I love to promote Barbados, and through my profession, I've been fortunate to team up with the BTMI and to travel all over the world and promote home through cooking. I hope that people leave here today really thinking about Barbados, and I want Barbados to be on their mind. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. I don't want to be repetitive with breadfruit, but everybody know that breadfruit is my thing. And I just want people to, if they enjoy the breadfruit today, kind of Barbados and enjoy the breadfruit at Cocktail Kitchen. You got to kind of Cocktail Kitchen, they got to plug it all the time. Damien Leach, Barbados. That's it.
Certainly have been getting on, and the wonderful thing is that we're here on Morning Barbados and sharing with us as well, so we wish them the very, very best in everything that they will be doing. We look forward to hearing more about the World Travel Market in the coming weeks as they return to Barbados and hopefully bring lots of new people. We're hearing of new airlift, and of course our people will be heading off to compete later this month in the competition that they've been prepping for, that we told you all about. And the BHTA will be behind that as well. Okay, so time for a break here on Morning Barbados. But before we do, we wanted to tell you about a number of things, pretty interesting things that is coming up. You know, Thursday is Q Day. So we want to make sure that you follow us to Q today. And we want to let you know in the early, Q is heading over today to the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium for a special Q Day where you can meet players from the West Indies team between 5:30 and 6:30. Now I'm told the fellas did a wonderful job last night at the Oval. Whoop whoop. We're always happy when the West Indies win, we win too. So go on over and meet the West Indies team. If you can't find me between 5:30 and 6, you know where I'll be. I'll be over there meeting the West Indies team. Our live broadcast starts around noon on Q100.7 FM. And of course, we're live streaming on the Q100.7 FM page as well. So make sure you make it on over there. The Q bus, however, there's no bus today, no Q bus today. However, you know, you can make your way over there and have a grand time for the dancing, the karaoke, stay for the fun, meet some new people. That's what Q is all about, community. All right, time for a break. When we come back, we're talking Glucerna. There's been much talk about getting healthy, eating healthier, and making mornings easier. How do we do that with Glucerna? Someone said shakes in 1 minute. We'll tell you how. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love Crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome back. Good morning to you indeed. Peeking at the time, is 22 minutes now before 7 o'clock. The clock is over there, which is incredibly weird. But I guess you know that by now for people who watch all the time. I just want to make sure I keep you on your toes when it comes to getting there on time. So joining me on set, and we're almost twinning in colors, is Shari Cumberbatch, and she's with Pharmacy Sales Caribbean, a marketing inc. with the business. So good morning to you. Good to have you with us.
Good morning, Tisha. Good to see you again.
We see Glucerna all the time on the shelves in the supermarket. We hear about it on the radio. But it's wonderful to have you on Morning Barbados talking all about you know, the positive things about Glucerna, sharing behind what we see on the shelves and just the label about the health benefits and so on of choosing it as an alternative. So tell us, why Glucerna?
Right, so Glucerna is formulated for persons with diabetes. So what it has in is something called Carb Steady, which helps manages blood sugar and it helps curb cravings. So it's perfect for persons who are diabetic.
And it helps people to manage their blood sugar levels.
Exactly.
Of course, this is also a month that's dedicated to awareness about diabetes. So this is where you really kind of jump into action.
Yeah, busy month for Glucerna. Obviously, everybody is about health and wellness, not only pharmacy sales. We always say we're small enough to care big enough to make it happen. And this month is exactly geared towards that. And just being associated with different health fairs, different events that is geared towards the, I guess, education of diabetes.
We've been hearing so much about the impact of NCDs on our community. So it's great that there is a drink that, you know, people with diabetes can have that still has all the amazing flavor.
Yeah, still has the taste, but the benefits to help you manage your disease.
Your blood sugar levels. That's very, very important. Let's talk about the nutritional profile of Glucerna. What are people getting when they take it? Because you still want to make sure that your body is nourished.
Right. So for Glucerna, obviously it comes in 2 lines. So it's Glucerna Original, which is an 8-ounce bottle, and it has 10 grams of protein and 180 calories. So the calories are very low. And then we have Glucerna Hunger Smart, which comes in a 10-ounce bottle with a little bit more protein, 15 grams of protein, and same 180 calories. So you're not getting more calories, so you're not sacrificing calories in relation to that. But what is really important about it is the carb steady aspect, which helps manage blood sugar. As someone whose mom who lived with diabetes all my life, it's very expensive to be a diabetic in terms of medication, going to the doctor, just seeking out healthy foods to manage the disease and just implementing your lifestyle. So it's important to do the right things, eat the right things, and know your numbers.
Absolutely, I love that. Reminder to know your numbers. For this, is it a complete meal replacement? Because they're talking about the carbs and the amount of calories you get and so on. For people who are on the move, I know sometimes it can be difficult to grab something. Certainly, sometimes the fast food and all the things you shouldn't have, it's so much easier.
Yes, very much easier. It is a meal replacement. With the guidance of your doctor, they will tell you how to use it, but it's recommended that you don't go past 2 bottles a day. So like for the days that or the mornings that you can't like make breakfast or you don't have the time, you can grab a bottle of Glucerna to take you to your next meal.
Good stuff. Let's talk versatility. People love that. And you know, even for us, sometimes we get worn out. Rice.
Eating the same things all the time.
You know, so, you know, with Glucerna, what are some of the things we can do to kind of switch it up in even using the product?
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know. You can use it in shakes. You get to see that later this morning, but you can use it in shakes. You can use it in treats. One of the treats that we are showcasing this morning is bread pudding. I know there is a part of Barbados who loves bread pudding. So yes, you can incorporate it into your daily meals, your breakfast, stuff like that.
All right. Now there's going to be a Glucerna Glow Run that's coming up this Saturday.
Yes.
Tell us more about that particular initiative as you continue to share about the importance of knowing your numbers.
Right. So this is a fun run. So it happens at night. So it's at 7 p.m. And it's brought on by Elite Sport. So Glucerna is the title sponsor for it. It starts at NCF and it's the route going from leaving NCF, going up towards Warrens, but turning by Hines Hill and then just making a loop. But the proceeds for that goes towards the Diabetes and Hypertension Association of Barbados and the Diabetes Foundation. But what's so great about this run is because it's at night, you don't have to deal with the sun. It's also festive because it's a glow run, so you have like glow in the dark stuff, and yeah, it's fun and festive.
Oh, that's indeed beautiful. And you're teaming up with the Ministry of Health and Wellness to be able to make these things happen. And of course, you're contributing as well. So just to show that Glucerna is giving back, you're encouraging people to use the product. But you're ensuring that they reap some benefits as well.
Exactly, and participate in all the events that are going on for November, not just the events that Glucerna is attached to, but there are many events because as you rightfully said, non-communicable diseases is an issue here in Barbados, and know your numbers is important. So the event with the Diabetes and Hypertension Association in partnership with the Ministry of Health and Wellness, they have an event on Sunday called Know Your Numbers, and that actually starts at 3:40 with a ride and then a run and then a walk. But that is all geared towards encouraging Barbadians to know their numbers, know where they're at in terms of their diabetes status, and just coming out to support their loved ones, family, friends who have diabetes.
Absolutely. And just to reinforce that particular event on Sunday that you were seeing there on the screen, it's important to know your numbers because there are some people just walking around and they don't even have a clue that they have diabetes. So once you get your numbers figured out, then you're able to manage and make a plan, and that's the most important thing. So it's an essential step in preventing and managing diabetes and hypertension once you know what those numbers are.
For sure.
So like you said, we're going to get an opportunity to see the versatility of Glucerna.
We had to make smoothies this morning.
I might be one of those people who will pick at bread pudding.
Yeah, it tastes really good. We've tried it at other sample sessions and it's a really good hit.
All
so
right,
I'm excited for you to try.
Yes, and you mentioned smoothies.
Yes.
That's a great on the run
yes.
Type thing, particularly for people who kind of are always on the move.
Yeah.
So, interesting. That's what's coming up. So who is going to be up next with us to share more about this?
Right. So Dion, who is the owner of Chef Curry's, she'll be making these smoothies, and she did make the bread pudding as well.
I know that Glucerna targets people with diabetes, but is it okay for other people to have these shakes and to have Glucerna as well?
Yeah, it is, because as I said, what's so important, so great about Glucerna is the carb steady aspect to it. So it helps manage blood sugars. So whether you're diabetic, whether you're somebody who's watching your blood sugar and you just want to keep it under control, Glucerna is the perfect product for you.
Oh, I love that. And then it speaks to the inclusivity.
Yes.
Because a lot of the time I think what excludes diabetics from knowing their numbers, eating well, making good choices is that they kind of have to do something different for the people in the house as compared to them, and that can be a challenge.
Exactly. So your family members are getting to the action too as well, while you make your smoothies, while you make your treats, all with Glucerna, and everybody could still enjoy and have a great tasting meal.
All right, that's beautiful. So we want to make sure that we reinforce that you understand there's the Glucerna Glow Run coming up this Saturday, November 9th. It's at 7 o'clock, so you don't have to worry about the heat at all. It might still be a little warm. You know how it goes these nights. But you don't have to worry about the bright sunshine, of course, outside. So that's from 7 o'clock. Registration fee is $40. How do we register?
Yes, you can go to Pharmacy Sales Caribbean. We have a link on our website, and you just click that link and you can register there. They'll also be at Sky Mall today and tomorrow for registration and to give out shirts as well.
All right, so what do you get? Is it a situation where we have to wear clothes that glow in the dark?
Well, you can be festive, so you can wear costumes, but you also get a shirt, but you can make it, your own style and come with your own costume, come with your own glow stuff. But we also give out the shirt, the registration shirt, as well as glow armbands.
All right, so you have a glow shirt, a glow armband, $40. And, this event is for a worthy cause, like Shari told you. Proceeds.
Right, go to the Diabetes and Hypertension Association and the Diabetes Foundation.
Yeah, so definitely for a worthy cause. Then on Sunday, the Know Your Numbers event in association with the Ministry of Health and Wellness comes off. And that starts with a ride. And that really emphasizes the importance of Know Your Numbers to be able to ably manage your life.
Yeah, and at both events we will be giving out samples. I'm doing a little raffle with a full gift basket of product as well. You have an opportunity to win. You have an opportunity to win more product and promotional merchandises from Glucerna.
All right, that's beautiful stuff. So sharing with us this morning, pharmacy sales through Shari. We're not finished though. We are going to continue to tell you more about the many benefits of Glucerna. Of course, as she mentioned, there's the original and then there's the carb steady for people who are looking for meal replacements and just trying to, live healthily, making it a whole lot easier, because I think that's important. Once you're able to make healthy choices without having to break the bank.
Yes.
Or put in a lot of time and effort.
Exactly.
It makes it a whole lot easier.
Yep, because what we're preparing this morning, this smoothie takes literally a minute to do. So it's not time consuming.
I'm going to be checking my watch, Shari. You said it's literally a minute?
Literally a minute to do.
All right.
The recipe says 5 minutes, but it literally takes a minute to do.
All right. So once you get all those ingredients together, it's
just
1
blend.
minute.
Yeah, just blend
to get
and pour.
This together.
Just blend and pour.
So we're going to put that to the test. I'm going to encourage you to start your clocks, but most importantly, grab your Glucerna, and you might be able to get this recipe together in that minute. And you can share with us what your thoughts are. That's all coming up next. So we're going to head over to
Dion,
yes, who is waiting to share that recipe with us. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. and together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so welcome back. Just about 6 minutes to go before 7 o'clock. We're telling you all about Glucerna. There's a glow run coming up on Saturday, and then on Sunday there's an event to know your numbers. Just remember that. Make sure you get out and participate. We're joined now by Dion Currency Griffith, who's owner of Chef Curry's. Shari is still here with us from Pharmacy Sales, and Shari promised that we were going to be able to make a smoothie in 1 minute.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So tell me a little bit, Dion, about how we're going to pull this together.
Okay, so we're going to be doing a Glucerna breakfast smoothie this morning. Very easy, just 3 ingredients. We're going to use the Glucerna. We're using the chocolate Glucerna today.
Okay.
1 banana and some ice. That's it. So then we could do it even under a minute.
All right, let's see. I have the clock on. You're under the clock, but
Okay.
I'm sure you've tried this already.
Yes.
Shari, and what's the taste? Because I think that's important, knowing how it tastes, because people don't want to necessarily get something that tastes a lot different and takes away from the flavor.
No, the taste is good. The banana would add to it. For if you're a person that likes to be a little more creative, you could add even some cinnamon, because cinnamon goes well with it, and cinnamon is good for you as well.
Absolutely.
So you could also go that way.
But I love Shari. That's just 3 ingredients.
Yeah.
Really.
I tell you, simple and easy.
It really, for me, is 1 ingredient. I know they might count ice as an ingredient, but you're just adding the banana to it for that thickness, and it still is healthy.
Yeah. So those 3 ingredients and we blend. So
She
as
came
long-
with that really strong ice this morning that had to get a little extra. But I see how, you know, why you say it's just literally
easy
1 minute to really get it
Yes.
done, and it's something that you can go on the move. Adding the banana, what do you think that does? In addition to flavor, you get a little potassium going in there.
Yes,
Makes
yes.
it a little thicker.
Very much so. The banana would play all those parts that you just called. It really plays that part in it. So you would get a little more sweetness as well because the product would not be obviously very sweet. So
Okay.
it would give you something else in it. Then it will give you that thickness. You get your potassium.
Look at
so
this one.
everything.
Listen, I'm the guest, even though you're the guest. Even though I'm the guest, you're the guest too. So you should say, Tisha, go ahead and try it.
Tisha, go ahead and try it.
All right, let's see.
I love it. Honestly.
It really does taste good. Yeah, you know, I've always liked the taste of Glucerna anyway. But I think this makes the difference. It's a real game changer.
Yes.
To be able to, you know, have people who have diabetes have something that they can share with the entire family. I see
Yeah.
you also brought some bread pudding.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
So this bread pudding was made with the Glucerna vanilla. This one, classic vanilla. So this would just be some bread. You could use any type of bread that you would like. Sometimes you have some bread laying around, you find some extra use for it. So we did the bread, we used the Glucerna, the vanilla. I added some cinnamon and nutmeg to it and just soaked the bread in that. The recipe calls for some cornflakes. You could either use an original, like an unsweetened cornflakes, or bran, regular or bran. So we just soak this in the Glucerna mixture that we'll be able to have made, and you top it with the cornflakes and you just put it in the oven. And once it is finished, then I also made a mixed berry compote to put on it, because we know that for persons with diabetes, they don't want things that are too sweet. So with the berries, that's just let it reduce, and I added just like a tablespoon of maple syrup, which would use as a sugar substitute. So it's not too sweet. A little vanilla essence and some cinnamon and nutmeg also in there.
All right, where can we get this or the recipe from?
You can go to
Shari and waiting, boy. Shari
You can go
going
to the
in.
Glucerna website. They have a whole host of recipes and treats. So for smoothies and treats that you can take part in.
All right, go for it, Shari. Go for it. I'm loving this.
This is it.
It's definitely thick and nice, and
I love the berries on it.
Just the way I love my smoothies, and for you, you love the berries on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you make the compote?
So it would be the mixed berries. We let it reduce. Just added a little water to the pot. Just let it simmer. Add your ingredients. As I said, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, a little vanilla, and just a tablespoon of the maple syrup, which we would have used as a sugar substitute. So you're not adding any sugar, as the bread pudding has no sugar in it as well. And if you taste it, you will realize that you're not even missing that sugar
I am
from
not.
it. It is not sweet, but it is not sweet as well. So you know that it has the
So
taste
it's
there.
just the perfect balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one, and I must tell you, it is very appealing. It looks very
Thank you.
appealing when you look at it as well. I think that's important because we eat first with the eyes.
Yes, very
Yeah?
much so. Very much so.
So good stuff, and all with Glucerna.
Yes.
I already had breakfast. Thank you for breakfast. Thank you for
We also
facilitating breakfast. for me.
today I would have done the mixed berry compote to go with this, but I also do the bread pudding sauce, which everybody knows. When they talk about bread pudding, everybody, you have the rum sauce. Well, we do it minus the rum, and I make it also from the Glucerna.
Wow.
Yes, so
All
it's
right.
very
A lot to
good.
do with Glucerna.
For you, is there a preference for the one that is carb steady, or
Right, so all both lines do having carb steady. So there's no difference. The only difference is the protein in each of them, as well as the flavors. The original does have an additional flavor, but the pecan, which we don't have today, but all the flavors are chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla.
all right, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. So you definitely have some choices as well in terms of, versatility. You don't have to feel as though it's the same thing over and over, which is important.
In terms of flavor and in terms of diversity.
Yes. Good stuff. Dion, once again, 3 ingredients. Don't forget it. It's
3 ingredients here.
Glucerna, banana, and some ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you are good to go on the run as a meal replacement or to bolster what you're doing as well. Thank you, ladies, for coming in and sharing your thoughts today.
Thank you for breakfast.
You are most welcome. Looks very appetizing, very great taste as well, and definitely some stuff that you should choose. So thanks to Shari Cumberbatch, who of course is a marketing exec with Pharmacy Sales, and they're bringing us Glucerna. So when you go in the supermarket, make your choices. And of course, then we had Dion Curtsy Griffith, who is owner of Curry's. Chef Curry's. Yes. Sharing with us those wonderful recipes as well. So time for another break here on Morning Barbados. Know that Shari is nicely watered and fed.
I can now start my day. Thank you.
We're going to take a break and come back. Just stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it. Bajan to the Bone.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. It's time now for an update of the news here on Morning Barbados. For this November 7th, it is Thursday. Archbishop of the Anglican Church in the province of the West Indies, the Most Reverend Dr. Howard Gregory, says the church must be concerned about the pervasive nature of crime and violence creeping across the region, enabled by the influx of guns. He says the abuse of children, human trafficking, poverty, unemployment, crime and violence, and social injustices taking place in the region are also matters of concern for the church. The Most Reverend Dr. Howard was delivering the sermon during a celebration of the Holy Eucharist held at the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels.
The mission task before us as a province and as dioceses calls for effective leadership of bishops and various councils, boards, and lay leadership. But it is more inclusive than that. It demands that each of us commit ourselves to praying, discerning, and working together to advance the work of mission and ministry within this nation and across our province, and to which God has called us. This calls for a renewal of the body corporate.
The Archbishop says The church is also paying close attention to slavery reparations, which has been a topical matter in recent years.
We must be clear that the payment of any quantum of money as reparation to the descendants of the enslaved through governments or institutions without an accompanying acknowledgement of the wrongs of the past or equality as human beings before God and the ability to engage life as equals does not change the horrors of the past. It only allows for new and more subtle avenues for expression in a world in which global power in its various manifestations is still the preserve of the colonizing powers of the past.
An important phase of the national energy policy was rolled out yesterday, the launch of the Battery Energy Storage System Facility, a vision outlined in the Barbados National Energy Policy 2019 to 2030. Officials from the Ministry of Energy and Business and a cross-section of stakeholders attended the forum at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre yesterday, and Trevor Thorpe was there. He files this report.
Minister of Energy and Business, Senator Lisa Cummins, says it is an important phase in the national development policy and all the stakeholders have been working together to reach this point. She gave details of the energy storage procurement system and pointed out that it was open to all Barbadians.
It is about ensuring that, Ramiro mentioned, not having any single party having 100% of the assets. So say, for example, you have one single entity that has this first tranche and something goes wrong, then the storage capacity in its entirety is lost and there's no redundancy and no resilience, right? So we've accounted for that by splitting it up into lots. But that also comes with another innovation. It is the incorporation of a unit trust type approach that allows for us to, one, have smaller bids available for persons to come in, but for the average Barbadian who is looking for an investment opportunity, this also creates a prospect for them to come in with small investments using this unit trust approach to be able to create an investment opportunity in the smaller lots.
Minister Cummins says the concept is also about creating investment opportunities in the renewable energy sector and lowering energy costs.
What we are doing here today creates yet another investment opportunity in the renewable energy sector while creating that relationship between unlocking the grid and then putting new investment opportunities on the market.
Managing Director of the Barbados Light and Power Company Limited, Roger Blackman, says 2 objectives have been met and it is a step in the right direction to renewable energy generation in Barbados.
We've been very successful as an island with solar penetration. In fact, we're on the global forefront with 100 megawatts on the grid already. And in order to continue that momentum and continue building on past successes, the batteries are needed to unlock that and provide firm capacity. So that solar we put on, we can dispatch in the same way we would conventional generation.
The Battery Energy Storage System Facilities is a significant step forward in Barbados' clean energy transition journey. Trevor Thorpe, CBC News.
Casey Carty top scored his maiden international century with Brandon King, his third, as the West Indies won their ODI series against England after being victorious in the third and decisive match last night at Kensington Oval. Sending the visitors into bat in the day and night encounter, the Windies restricted England to 263 for 8 of their 50 overs, which represented a recovery as they were 24 for 4 after just 10 overs. Phil Salt top scored with 71. That included 4 fours and a 6, while Dan Moosley made 57 and Jofra Archer 38 not out. Matthew Ford was the pick of the Windies bowlers with 3 for 35. We have the innings highlights.
Shea Hope won the toss if you just joined us and elected to field in some power play trouble.
A beautiful build-up before this, culminating with a magnificent delivery from Matthew Ford. And some energy, some extra energy from Alzari Joseph. A fantastic catch from Roston Chase. Shot from Livingston, breaking the shackles.
Another one.
Hit on the leg side.
Spanked.
And it goes to backward square. It sails over the fielder though. That will be a boundary. He's tempted him. Hayden Walsh.
Shot.
Oh, reverse sweep. Beautifully done by Mosley.
Oh, this isn't going to be a maiden. That's a beautiful strike. There's that sweep again. It's pierced the gap. Chase has work to do and doesn't. Oh, it's the second time. Second time. Oh, goodness me. Oh, that's comedy, oh. Oh, he gets away. Gets his first one-day international run.
5 overs. That is sweet. Field was set for the short ball, but fine leg was in the circle. And the plan works to perfection. Runs. Power. Well picked up. This time goes wide and gets his man. Misfield and the next one disappears. Free hit delivery disappears as well. There will not be a boundary to end. And Archer's sent Rashid back. And now he will decide to run. Not sure what that was about, but they get 100 runs from the final 10 overs. The bowling woes of the West Indies at the back end continue.
How about that? An exciting time. Now, the Windies in reply made 267 to 2 off 43 overs to win by 8 wickets and take the series 2-1. Carty top scored with 128 not out off 114 deliveries. That included 15 fours and 2 sixes. King added 102 off 117 balls with 13 fours and a 6. Carty and King put on 209 for the second wicket partnership. The England tour now switches to the T20 International Series with Game 1 on Saturday at 4 o'clock in the evening right here at Kensington Oval. There will be live coverage on Radio 94.7 FM from 4 o'clock as well. But of course, we're encouraging you to come on out and support the Windies. That's it for news. Remember, you can join us at 12 noon for an update of the news during News Day. If you're on the move, tune into our radio stations, Q100.7 FM, 94.7 and 98.1 FM for the world at 1. Time for a break, but join us after as Morning Barbados continues.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to
Morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so 7:20, welcome back to Morning Barbados. Time to tell you about something interesting, and I feel like boxing is back. All of a sudden, we're hearing lots about boxing once again. So some wonderful people have come in to share a lot more about it with us. First up is Kathy Harper Hall. She's treasurer and longest serving member of the Barbados Boxing Association. This is why I love Morning Barbados, because I learn something new every single day. I've associated your name with so many different sports,
Correct.
but never boxing.
Yeah, well, I've been with boxing for 47 years.
So to hear that you're the longest serving member, this is definitely something new. David Strawn is here as well. He's vice president and referee judge with the association.
Correct.
So wonderful to have you here with us.
you.
And Nathan Walcott, he competes.
Yes, I do.
So Nathan is a past student of SMS.
Yes, I am.
And he has medaled in the OACS and school championships. And he'll be representing Barbados at the Boxing Association's Caribbean Championships coming up on November 9th. So congratulations to you, first of all.
Thank you.
So I'll start with you, Ms. Harper Hall, to tell us a little bit about the association. You said that you've been around with the association for 47 years.
I think I'm the only person left in Barbados who has been with the association for its entire life. I've been there since 1977 when the association was formed. And during all those 47 years, I've always been on the executive in one position or the other. Now I'm the treasurer, by default actually, because no one ran for the position at the AGM. So I kind of volunteered, and then the executive then sanctioned it. But the Barbados Boxing Association has had its ebbs and flows. But right now we are at a point where we are taking off again. We have a very active program. The coaches, we have a very strong and active coaches commission and a core of coaches who are very involved in what the association is doing. And so you find that the gyms are active. They have a beach, once a month they take boxing on the beach. And that there's a lot of promotion going on at the moment. So boxing is alive and well.
I love it. Boxing on the beach. Even the name, kind of draws you in, engages you. Now, it's the Battle Cry, the Carlton Hope Lionel Hall Memorial Tournament.
Correct.
That's coming up on November 9th. And I believe you have to select your national team and so on to be able to go out and represent.
Yes. It has an international flavor because we do have participants from Jamaica and Trinidad here as well. And I know Nathan is looking forward to taking on his Jamaican counterpart. So it's actually going to be very, very exciting. We have, as Kathy referred to, a cadre of coaches who are very, very keen. It's in the ascendancy. As she says, in every organization you have the ebb and flow. But this time we really feel that we are in the ascendancy now. We have, as she alluded to, boxing on the beach. We actually try to take it more and more into the community. And we are sort of coming off a wonderful program. My shirt advertises it, on Ohana program, which took boxing into the community through the Belfield gym. And at this point, I'd like to pay homage to a dear departed coach who was instrumental in having this a real success, Coach Kelvin Noel, who passed away. Lost his battle with cancer a few weeks ago. Paid a little homage to him. But it was so enormously successful, this program, that has caught the attention of the peace program, National Peace Program, under the aegis of the the Attorney General's office. And they intend to actually take this program up and carry it to the communities, because boxing is a discipline. A little stigma attached to it, because all people see is two pugilists battling it out in the ring. They don't take account of the third person in the ring, people like myself who are there to protect the boxers. What they don't see is what Nathan goes through every single day, the discipline of training, right, to build himself up, the discipline of nutrition, right, and listening to coaches. And that's what the program that we want to take into the community actually is going to promote, that level of discipline. And you can see from that we are going to actually, you can probably be able to measure the results in the community where you're going to have conflict resolution, etc., being a parcel of the program that we want to take.
Of course, I love the tag. It's gloves over guns.
Exactly. That's
gloves over guns, protect.
Because of our indefatigable Kathy Harper Hall. That's her initiative. And Nathan is a product of that program. That's correct. Very proud product.
That's beautiful. So, Nathan, tell us about your journey into picking up those gloves.
Well, I started boxing about just over 2 years ago, and it really started as just a means to keep fit and keep out of trouble. But over time, the sport just grew on me, and my coach told me I have the potential to go around the world with it, and I haven't stopped since.
What was your initial intro like to boxing? Because I know for some people it looks so easy, but for people who've worked out, to be able to just work in terms of the punches, it really takes its toll. So based on what you thought, and then when you finally got into the gym, into that action, what were some of the differences for you?
When I first saw it in the Belfield gym, I actually went outside to just kick it with my friends, to play some basketball, and I peeped in the gym and saw the fellas boxing, and it just lit a spark in me. So that same day, I believe, I went to Mr. Noel and signed up.
The late Calvin Noel.
The late Calvin Noel, and signed up. And the following Monday, I was in the gym. And my first week or two, I had my very first spar, and that was a whirlwind. It taught me a lot, and it also deepened my love with the sport, because I realized that it was much more to it than just throwing punches. It's a minefield, and it teaches you how to navigate not just the ring but life.
That's beautiful, lessons for life. Now I see, Ms. Harper Hall, that the upcoming tournament is named after some people. Tell me about that.
Both Lionel Hall, Carlton Hope and Lionel Hall were stalwarts of the association. Lionel Hall was a referee judge, and Carlton Hope was an administrator. But Carlton was there, he was also a founding member. And he played a really major role in not just the formation, but the sustainability of the Boxing Association. And we thought about 14 years ago that we should honor these two gentlemen by naming this tournament. Initially, we had a Lionel Hall tournament and a Carlton Hope tournament. But then finances and everything else, we had to merge them. Because we also have the Ronald Wilson, which is Dr. Ronald Wilson, who almost gave his life to boxing. And we have the Horace Phillips, and Horace was like the father of all the boxers at that time. So we have these three memorial tournaments for the year. So, but this one, the Carlton Hope Lionel Hall, is our premier event. And it is the event that we use to finally decide who participates, who represents us at the Caribbean Championships. And Caribbean Championships is going to be in St. Lucia in December. So this tournament is very important. It is going to be at the Graydon Seeley Secondary School, and it is going to be starting at 7 o'clock Saturday night. And we are urging people to come out and watch these young boxers. I mean, Nathan, for instance, he's going to be coming up against a Jamaican, and I'm sure that people want to see Nathan. I mean, Nathan has given a part of his life to boxing, and he's so dedicated and so devoted to it. We really want people to come out and watch them. We have 3 bouts on the card for 3 Jamaicans, and we have one Trinidadian, and then we have 6 other bouts on the card, 5 other bouts, so there are 9 bouts on the card altogether. And we're looking forward to people coming out there and paying attention to what is happening in boxing.
Absolutely. I'm convinced. You don't even have to tell me anymore. I'm excited about it already, and I want to see Nathan.
Nathan improves every single bout. You see a marked improvement in Nathan. He is the epitome of what we want to see young men and women do when they take on a sport or take on a discipline. Just continue to train and improve. A remarkable young man.
And he has a very dedicated coach.
Yes,
that's
coach
correct.
Spends a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
His coach is so dedicated.
Yeah. Now, Ms. Harper Hall talked a little bit about funding. I know that boxing has been removed from the next Olympics. What does that mean to you in terms of possible funding issues, or how you're going to be able to move forward to carry on with all that you do?
Kathy speak to that.
Well, it has been removed from the Olympics, but we are hopeful that it is going to be on the Olympics in 2028. The new international organization, World Boxing, that was formed, the International Boxing Association gave them that they had to have at least 50 countries, and they are now at 55, including Barbados. We have joined World Boxing, and they now have 55. And the last thing that they have to do is when they put on their next World Championships is to prove that their level of officiating is at the standard that is expected, and they have reached out to member countries to ask to send the top officials to officiate in these events, and this is going to be in Sheffield later this month. And once that is over, we are really confident that the IOC will accept World Boxing, and that boxing will be back in the Olympics in 2028.
Our president just returned to Barbados from a conference, World Boxing Conference. So in other words, and we are up front there. We were one of the first countries to actually throw a weight behind World Boxing. So I expect that we will agitate to get a seat at the table too. So we are going to be heard.
Absolutely. Nathan, your final battle cry for people to come out on Saturday and see, the 9 bouts, but particularly to see you take on this Jamaican guy.
Well, they call my opponent the Great Blake, but I don't think he's any match for Hurricane Nate.
I love it.
I just want to tell you where you can get your tickets.
Absolutely.
Right. They can get the tickets at Shaka School of Boxing in Tudor Street. They can go to the Fight and Fit gym at Surfside in Britain's Hill, which is on Britain's Cross Road. Or they can go to the Zen Life Boxing Gym, which is in Promenade Road in Bush Hall. And you can get your tickets there. Or if not, you just call one of us in the association. You can call me at 232-7556 or call David at
267-7922
to get tickets.
Yeah.
And we are hoping that people will be there on Saturday night. So
and you can also have them at the door.
All right, good stuff. So make sure you come out and represent. I'll be the one waving from the front.
I'll be holding to that.
To represent for Hurricane Nate.
Yes.
So make sure you come out and represent for these young people as well who are participating in this way. Thank you all for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
All right, it's time for another break. It's already 28 minutes before 8 o'clock. The time goes by so quickly. But coming up next, we're going to meet some more Parish ambassadors. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it. Bajan to the Bone.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 7:35, 25 minutes now before 8 o'clock. So we promised you that we were going to get to know the ambassadors for 2023 2024 this morning is no different. We have the ambassadors from St. Michael in the house, all bedecked in their white. I was almost matching with you guys today. Long story, I can't tell now. But welcome Trinity Weeks, Andre Lashley Coppin, and Darren Burke, who is the attendant, sharing with us this year. Darren, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
How have things been going with the St. Michael Parish Independence Committee? I know that things don't only kind of shape up in November. You guys are working year-round.
Well, thank you for inviting us. A blessed good morning, Morning Barbados. Yes, it's been wonderful. We as a committee have been training these ambassadors from the beginning, making sure that they get to their various training sessions during the year, all sort of life skills that they learn. They learn a little bit of fishing this year as well. They did some hiking earlier this year at law school, along with all the other parish ambassadors and stuff like that. So it's been a whole lot of life skills that they would have learned during the year, in addition to what they do at the show, which would be the public speaking and the modeling and so on. So they really taught how to get along with each other and, you know, those sort of skills. So we as a committee throughout the year would support them. Just last week we had Whiteout. And I don't talk about liquid paper, but we're talking about an extravaganza flea market and stuff like that we would have had at Golden Square, which was wonderful. We had some wonderful entertainment. The vendors came out in full force. And we really had a really great time there. Persons came out, and obviously when the parish ambassadors came on, we introduced them well and stuff like that. And then they, you know, they came out royally and stuff like that.
All right,
so
that's beautiful. So lots of activities happening.
Yes.
Trinity Weeks, tell me what piqued your interest. How did they approach you about, or why did you want to be a parish ambassador this year?
So I wanted to be a parish ambassador. What piqued my interest was I like volunteering, and I had done some research about the program and the volunteer work that they do within the community. So it's like, I like doing it, so why not do something I like?
All right, what about you, Mr. Andre Lashley Coppin? What kind of piqued your interest about the entire thing?
Well, for me, I was following in the footsteps of a former peer of mine, Tremaine Trotman, who would have been a student at the Annie School with me. So in following his footsteps, he would have been a former head boy, and I would have followed him and became head boy as well. And then successively after that, he would have became the parish ambassador for St. Andrew. And then he would have introduced me to it. And that would have piqued my interest in the community work that he would have done, piqued my interest.
Now this year, there's no project, but, you know, as your attendant mentioned, you're still doing work in the community. You know, tell us about some of this work and how it's being received.
So some of this work that we did a lot. There's a lot that I have learned about my community, St. Michael. Some things that we have learned the concerns of persons living in the community, and we have dealt with some of the concerns. Like we had land cleared in Washington Avenue, which numerous amounts of robberies have been happening, and assaults also. So we're learning, getting feedback from our residents, and we are working with them towards a common goal.
St. Michael is, I dare say, one of the parishes that is really difficult, I would say, to cover down. There's so many spots. Yeah, for you, Andre, what's your favorite spot in St. Michael?
Well, for St. Michael, I wouldn't say. Well, for me, throughout this year, I would have gotten into the community a lot more than I would have previously, thanks to the St. Michael Parish Independence Committee. And I would have learned a lot from those different communities. I would have been down with the residents at Paul Bay. I would have been in Belfield, and I would have spent times, places in different areas. So I think that for me it would kind of be a disservice to list them one, because even though it is St. Michael with many districts, it is still one community, and I am part of that community. So me being a part of that community, I would say would be the best part.
Oh, he just slipped in with the PC gene. He's being politically correct. Oh, I can't say that I like anyone's spot. I have to talk about all of them. How are things shaping up from your perspective, Darren, with the community and all of the work that they've been able to do? Heard about clearing of one area, and of course engaging. You go down to Pearl Bay, you will have a good time.
Wow, they've done so much, and also the lifelong learning as well. The children with the disabilities and what's not. We had a session with them that was unforgettable. You know, it was the brainchild of one of our committee members. We have a very talented committee, I must say. And we love supporting our ambassadors throughout the year. Obviously, just next week is going to be the show. So we are busy with rehearsals. It's busy, but it's exciting, at least for me, right? Seeing them shape up, seeing them develop, seeing them, in some cases, getting out of their skin to get it done. It's wonderful seeing them shaping up.
Oh, that's beautiful stuff. You know, I look forward to seeing you guys on stage for the Spirit of the Nation show. And certainly what you're doing within your community is really the spirit of the nation. That's what it's all about, representing the spirit of Barbados.
True.
And I often tell people when I think back to what really was exciting for me about November, it used to be like a competition that kind of pitted parishes against each other with like a garden competition. And I always remember that the pride of Wilson Hill used to win all the time. Like people of a certain age, like Darren, because we went to school together.
Right.
So, you know,
Still young,
people of a certain age would remember that name. But congratulations to you, Trinity.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you, Andre, for making that step to be parish ambassadors and really taking in what an ambassadorial role is all about. Just representing for your community and coming out and sharing. And thanks to the organizing committee for St. Michael for representing for the white. So you're encouraging everybody from St. Michael to come out in their white.
White out the gymnasium, white out the place. We also have our cricket match coming up. November the 29th, yes.
Belfield community.
And every Friday you can come out and you can wear your white tees or any white outfit you have. You can send to our Instagram page.
At the St. Michael PAC.
Yes.
Yeah? You guys have been practicing talking in tandem like that in rounds? Yes, I'm sure, because all of you do it at the show. It's like, I talk, you talk, I talk. It's really, really cute. Good stuff. But thank you both for coming in and sharing with us. Thank you, Darren. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Reminds me of school days.
Oh, jeez.
Back then. He said, oh, jeez. Yeah, but, you know, best wishes to St. Michael. And may the best team win.
Gratitude. Yes. St. Michael.
All right, so from St. Michael, we're going to head to St. John. That's next.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
My friend, you don't plan to get it. Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it. Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
94.7 FM with the kind compliments of Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited and the Cut and Drive Network brings live coverage of Cricket West Indies Home Series October 31st to December 19th. Join the action, brought to you by Great Health Works, agents for Omega XL and Probiotics. Guardian General Insurance Limited. Live safe, live easy, and the Cut and Drive Network.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.com.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're going to have to do a Wake Up Morning Barbados challenge. I mean, that's so infectious, right? Wake up. You know, it kind of gets you going. All right, so it's time to meet the parish ambassadors from St. John. Let's go, St. John. Let's go. Let's go, St. John. Let's go. Good to have you with us on Morning Barbados. First up, Kimberly Rollins, who's chairperson of the St. John Parish Independence Committee. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And welcome. Also here we have Delano Beckles and Gabriella Critchlow, the ambassadors who've ascended from the hills to join us in lowly St. Michael. I'm kidding, for this morning. So I'll start with you. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Gabriella.
A little about Gabriella. Gabriella is hardworking, determined, the youth president, the youngest youth president actually, for the Wesleyan district in Barbados. Gabriella is enthusiastic.
And this time around, she's the ambassador for St. John. What about you, Delano? Tell me about yourself.
First and foremost, thank you for having me here.
Absolutely.
My name is, as you know, Delano Beckles. I am 19 years of age. And a little bit about myself. I am a very hardworking person. I am very enthusiastic about learning new things, such as my community. And I am a very, very passionate lover for car racing. I hoping one day to represent Barbados into international car racing, such as Zay Maloney. And he's kind of passionate about being my idol. So.
All right, that's good stuff, car racing. And I know St. John, you have a lot of racing out there, so that might be one of the reasons that you're so into it. Kimberly, talk to us about the work of the committee that you've been doing throughout the parish.
This year we have decided to go into the community, into the churches, the schools, find community groups, and just get involved.
All right, and no parish project this time around. So what has the engagement been like, Delano, going out into the communities?
It has been really entertaining and surprising to me, to be honest, because I haven't learned a lot. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't learned a lot. I have learned a lot of things about my community that I didn't even know about. So it has been really entertaining, and I really appreciate my community for all they have done.
For you, what are some of the new things that you've learned about St. John?
One of the new things I have learned is that it's a very loving community. Like, from where I live, the community supports each other. Like, when I became parish ambassador, the support from everyone in the community is there, and it has been really enjoyable so far.
That's beautiful. Where are you from in St. John?
I'm from Huddersfield, St. John.
Huddersfield, not St. Michael, Huddersfield, St. John. There's always new places that you learn about. What about you, Delano?
I am from Messiah Street, St. John.
Messiah Street. And you?
Candleland, St. John.
Yeah, see, just interesting.
Duck Pond, just behind the corner.
Oh, okay. That's the landmark, Duck Pond.
And mine is law school.
Law school?
Yes, I live right next to law school.
Okay, good stuff.
Mine will be, I live close to Gar Hill, but not really that close, but close to all Great Hills. So basically,
to me, right? That's the thing about people from the country. They're like, oh, it's just right there. He just said he lives right next to Lodge School.
He literally does.
Right next to Lodge School.
You might be surprised.
As far as I could see, I drive by there quite often, but you know that happens a lot of the times. So, what are you looking forward to from the team, Kimberly, as you get ready for the Spirit of the Nation show?
For me, I'm looking for us to just go out there and get it done.
Yeah. What are your expectations, Delano?
My expectations? I would say my expectations are fairly high, I would say, because from what I have seen, I think we have a pretty good chance to wow the crowd and our community.
Good stuff. So, what's your favorite spot in St. John?
It's hard to choose. St. John is just beautiful.
Well, tell me about a few.
There's the sundial at St. John Parish Church, and then there's also
been
the
there.
sundial at Codrington College.
I've been there.
My favorite spot would be like probably the sundial at St. John Parish Church, just like looking over the beautiful parts of Martins Bay and Bath Beach and places like that.
There's a theme. She loves sundials, people.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. But what about you, Delano?
My favorite spot is the place I grew up. Since I was small, that would be Concept Bay. I always used to go there fishing with my stepfather, and I still do visit sometimes. So I have always been there since childhood.
So ironic. I visited Concept Bay for the first time in maybe 10, 20 years, just about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I went on there. I forgot how beautiful it is. It truly is
really
gorgeous.
lovely.
And it's very different because usually when we go around the island, there's sand and then the beach. But Concept Bay is just
cliff.
just and then beach.
Correct.
Which is interesting, and it was good. I saw the children going out on the jetty. There were men fishing. The children were jumping off as they love to do.
Yeah,
and
it's a really good vibe.
yeah, so that's excellent stuff. What are you looking forward to most for the Spirit of the Nation show in terms of, I know I asked about your expectations, but there's a lot that's expected of you guys in terms of your performance, getting out there, sharing about the parish and so on. So, how are you prepping, first of all?
First of all, I'm prepping my public speaking because I'm not that good. So over time, I've been practicing, and I would say I did really well, as you can see. So I would say I'm fairly confident in my speech ability, and those are that is biggest expectation I've been working on.
Well, let me tell you, it's working, because I don't know what you're talking about. You said it's not that good. Absolutely. You're doing perfectly well. And for you guys are getting together often to be able to share and prep for the show?
Yes, we have been getting together, video calls, like when we get time to meet in person, the rehearsal. Yeah, it has been really good. The learning of the speech is the best improvement.
That's beautiful stuff. What are some of the things, Kimberly, that you guys are looking to be able to do over the coming months? Because as I mentioned, while the St. Michael team was here, the committee does so much work throughout the year. It's not just around November.
For us, we like to get into the community and see where persons need help, and there we would assist, because we went to the retirement home, we go to the churches and persons that are in need. That is our next avenue to attack.
To be able to help.
To help the persons that are in need.
Community.
Yes.
What are your favorite spots in St. John, Kimberly?
Bath Beach.
Bath Beach?
Yes, I love the beach.
I said spots.
But Bath Beach, my daughters learned to walk down at Codrington College, because every weekend we used to go down there. So it's like just Bath Beach or Codrington College.
Just
those two places.
Everywhere. So if there was a tourist, somebody who it was their first trip to Barbados, and they said, I'm going to be staying in St. John. What is the one spot you would tell them they should visit that you think epitomizes all that says St. John because of how different it is? I mean, just the air in St. John for me is a lot different than anywhere else.
I guess
First of all, I can't find my way around.
They could go to St. John Parish Church and look over. That'll be a good spot. But I like Bath Beach just because it gets away from everything, and I just feel at home. Just relax, have my food, go into the water, and just be myself.
That sounds like a picnic. That doesn't sound like Bath Beach. You just have my food. So you're.
But you must have food.
It is a picnic spot.
What makes St. John different from every other parish, you think, Delano?
St. John from every different parish? I would say quite a lot, to be honest. Our environment, our community, the way we express ourselves, and that's basically the three main things. Yeah.
The way you express yourselves, how? As in, there's a St. John accent that I missed?
Yeah, you would. Yes, I would say, from the recent years of living in St. John, I would say us St. John people, we express ourselves quite differently from other parishes.
Give me an example. Can't use cuss words.
No.
I'm kidding.
So I would say we go into St. Philip. You would definitely recognize a St. John person different from a St. Philip person because the way how we carry ourselves. Because we're mainly like country people, so we don't really like go out into like say Emerald City, town, different places.
Listen, you're gonna get some licks from the St. John people. I'm gonna
My apologies, St. John people.
So you guys are country.
Yes. I would say so.
Country folk.
Yes, please.
Country bumpkins. Love it. What would you say sets St. John apart?
The community. People in St. John are very helpful. They're loving. They support each other in whatever they do, no matter how far it is. Once there's a St. John person there, St. John people are going to step out and show out for each other.
All right, let's go St. John. Let's go St. John, let's go. That'll be the cry. You have to come out in your yellow to represent St. John on for the show that is coming up. All right.
And transportation would be available.
Transportation is going to be available from?
Yes, please.
Gaul Hill.
From Gaul Hill. You can contact me at 286-3275.
All right, so they're bringing down buses. Okay, transportation is available for you to come on down and represent for the ambassadors and certainly for St. John generally. So thank you for coming in. I wish you the best. I'll be cheering for everybody. I have to wear a colorful shirt, but that's okay. That's what I love to do. So our best wishes as you move forward, and congratulations for making the decision to represent for your community in this way.
Thank you very much.
All right, and I certainly hope this will be an example for other young people to step forward and share all the good things that are happening in communities all across Barbados. Now, for me, I feel like Barbados has turned into Fenty Town. There's so much going on with Fenty Beauty. You know, in the last few days, I've been to so many Fenty events, Fenty Beauty events, or, you know, it's just been so interesting to have Fenty Beauty finally in the Caribbean. There have been simultaneous launches across the region, but we certainly have been getting the best of everything here in Barbados. And quite recently, Rihanna told Access Hollywood things she remembers about being 11 years old here in Barbados. We wanted to share that with you.
I'm 11 and I'm a huge fan of music, makeup, and beauty. I love Fenty Beauty, by the way. Favorite makeup brands. What do you remember about being 11?
Oh, there's this very big exam in Barbados that determines the next school you're going to go to.
Ooh.
Yes. You guys get to kind of pick the junior high school?
Yeah,
right.
kind of.
Based
but
off
we also
of
have like a test.
You have a test that determines the school?
Not determines, but kind of like says like what level you are, and it helps you get into a different school.
Well, at 11, it becomes as intense as college.
Oh, wow.
In Barbados. So you're all afraid of what school you're going to go to, and you spend like the 2-3 years like before that practicing and making sure that you get into the best school possible, or like you pass your tests as best as you can. But 11 is a very scary year for us in Barbados. So I remember just like preparing for my future at 11.
So like the test kind of like signified like your future?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. It determined the first step of your future. You can always determine and you can always fight against what the norms or the statistics are supposed to look like.
Okay.
You can always beat those. For me, I did beat it. I went to a school that I didn't even think I was going to go to, and then like God had other plans for me, and here I am.
Yeah.
I never even finished school.
Oh, but you turned out very successful.
Not by choice. God plucked me out of school and said, "We're gonna go make music."
Yeah. Well, your music career went
And sneakers.
very good. Oh. Sneakers, very cute, by the way.
All right, so how about that? Hearing about the 11 plus exam from Rihanna, it really sounds like, intense time, but that's truly how it is here in Barbados. So that's it for the show today. Before we go, though, we want to remind you that the Barbados Society of Psychologists Week of Activities continues with a panel discussion on November 7th from 6:30 to 8 at the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church on Bay Street under the theme Promoting Mental Health for Community Peace and Wellness. And the guest speakers are the Honorable Corey Lane, Professor Donna Maria Maynard, Sean Pilgrim, and Monique James, moderated by Mia Jules. So make sure you get out and be a part of that. Again, there's Q in the community today. No Q bus, but we are at the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium for Q Day. And of course, we are inviting you to come out and meet the West Indies players. They'll be there between 5:30 and 6:30, coming off of a big win yesterday. You want to represent for the guys. You can take the City Circle bus to be able to go over by the gymnasium today if you're heading up to be a part of it. Now, that's it for today's show. But coming up tomorrow, Guess the Location is back. We're inviting callers to identify the location shown in the video or image that we're going to share with you. Plus, we meet the St. James Parish ambassadors, rather. They're going to be here. The DEO showcase, DEO's volunteering to empower our communities. And it will be a Fresh Friday with Dawn, a brand new artist who is doing fantastic things here and across the world. And it's Crime Awareness Month too. So we're also going to meet a UE student who is going to be telling us about her disability and how she's adapting to her new environment. That's all tomorrow, Fresh Friday on Morning Barbados. Have a great Thursday today, and we'll see you, God willing, tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you.